Hello everybody and welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. My name is the SDA and this is this week's News Friday. I do these every single week. Other than last week, there wasn't enough stories for me to talk about or anything I wanted to talk about in particular. Just to give you a small channel update, I am doing more food reviews on the weekend. There will be one up Saturday or Sunday, so look out for that. I'm unsure. I haven't uploaded it yet and I'll see what I want to release. But it will be up this weekend, so that'll be a weekly series if you're interested in those food reviews. If not, and you're here for gaming, which hopefully you are here for more gaming, obviously watching this video. You know, check out my Assassin's Creed playthrough and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to start off. We've got quite a bit of sad news, to be honest, to report this week. So the company behind Sleeping Dogs, a game that I absolutely loved. It told the story of a triads. My counter to Yakuza, which was all subbed, and I don't like the gameplay. The story is fantastic of Yakuza, but the gameplay sucked. So Sleeping Dogs was a counter to that in the Western world of being with triads. GTA kind of play style. Good graphics, great storytelling. There wasn't a lot to do in the open world, but that didn't really matter overall. I love the story and I didn't care. It is on PS4 if you are interested in picking it up in the HD version. So basically they shut down. They disappeared. There's no real reason why behind it. No excuse given. They just basically disappeared. So any idea that we had of Sleeping Dogs 2 has been basically crushed. Like I said, it had an epic story. But of course those people, the two positive things, well, one positive and, well, one or two things. First of all, those people are still in the industry and we wish them well. So good luck to them in their future projects and stuff like that. So, you know, their talents will go to other companies, etc., like EA and, I don't know, not Electronic, it's the same people, you know, 2K Games or wherever, you know what I mean? They're going to end up, so that's good. Or the one hope that we do have is that another company buys the rights to that IP in the future and continues it, but I don't know. I'm unsure of that. It took a long time for anything to get together with the likes of True Crime, and then they changed it to Sleeping Dogs. You know, so I don't know. But it's a shot in the dark, like just like a far way away. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's going to happen. So you'll be waiting a long while before anything like that happens, I think, which is unfortunate. But there you go. More bad news now. Basically, Takashi Shudo has passed away. If I'm saying that right, Takashi Shudo, I believe, has passed away on October 29th, age 61. If you don't know who he is, and I bet a lot of you don't, and which I understand, he was the original creator and writer of Pokemon. He wrote the anime in Kanto Orange Islands, and he wrote the first 3 movies. You know, pay your respects by watching Pokemon Indigo League and Pokemon X and Y, which is now on Netflix, with over 100 and 150 episodes of Pokemon fun. How do I know this? I'm watching them. I'm nearly finished. X and Y. Don't judge me. Alright. Next up we have Mafia 3. And basically, now this game in itself has been bashed in the reviews in a poor open world kind of game, which is kind of boring and generic gameplay, glitches, repetitive missions, which I've seen a few reviews, and my god, I wanted to pick it up. I was very excited for the story part of it, especially I played a demo of Mafia 2. That was pretty cool, and then I saw Mafia 3, I saw the reviews, and it isn't even worth picking up for, like, I don't even want to pick it up pre-owned anymore. There's some absolute amazing details here about this particular game. Okay, so basically, you go to an area, you beat up some people, you lure out a boss in an area, a mini-boss, you kill him, and then you repeat that process over and over again. How they thought that was going to fly with a lot of players. I mean, maybe they thought Destiny and it was going to be their Destiny or some shit. Anyway, I'll get to the details in a little bit. So doing that over and over again, you know, is shit basically, and I have no interest in it. After years in development, costing millions of dollars, in a statement by someone who worked there, they state that due to poor management and in fact a lot of songs in the game are included. Basically, the likes of Rolling Stones one song alone, I believe, cost $1.5 million just to use that song. That's fucking insane. 1.5 million to use a song. When did the bands or music in general, you know, well, it's been going on for years. Like, just forget to play and have their music out there and for free. Where's all that kind of fucking scenario gone? It doesn't exist. 1.5 million for a song in your game? That's fucking insane. No song is worth 1.5 million to use in a, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. If they know what it is, it's a games company. It's not going to be used in anything major. You know, there's going to be major restrictions on it. It shouldn't cost that much. No song is worth that much. What was it? The first and only fucking song ever made? Fuck out of here. It's bullshit. I don't agree with that. The price is just absolutely ridiculous. But they were stupid enough to go and pay that, basically, is my problem with it. So basically, okay, so some details about the money that they have to make, you know what I mean, back. So, okay, so 1.8 million. Basically, the game needs to sell 8 million copies at full price to break even. So basically, $60 if you're doing it US money, right? $60 times 8 million is around 480 million. So if they sold 8 million, they make 480 million. Of course, the game didn't cost 480 million. Some of that's got to be profit. So estimation about $240 million. Okay, to make their money back, or just to break even. Let's be honest. But now the interesting question is, how many units have they actually sold? If they need to make 8 million, you know, just to break even, as it were, to make some of that back, the question is, how many have they sold? Is it 6 million? Is it 7 million? Is it 4 million? It's just touching or just over 1 million. They are nowhere near what they were supposed to be making back on this game, and but it just costs too much money, ridiculous overpriced songs and stuff like that, and they had multiple of them. God knows what they combined. A massive ad campaign as well that added to it. But wow, 8 million, your game has to be extremely successful. I mean, the only things that do that kind of numbers are sports games like FIFA, the world over kind of scenario, and you know, things like Battlefield with multiplayer. I don't even think it had multiplayer Mafia 3. It ain't the only story-based game out there. You're competing with like the Tomb Raider coming out on the PS4. Man, Battlefield, Call of Duty the next month. Just tons and tons of games coming out in a period of 3 or 4 or 5 weeks period that, you know, your game really has to stand out. And as it's been panned, I won't even be picking it up pre-owned. I won't get it, you know what I mean? Even if it was a great game, you know, I would just pick it up for pre-owned, and they don't get any of the profits for that. So 8 million is fucking strong to sell those kind of copies. And they've just barely sold 1 million. And you know, I don't know what to say. Mafia 4, anyone? I don't think we're going to be seeing that in a very long time. I get upset if I would be pissed off if I lost £240 or whatever. You know what I mean? Let alone lost 240 million. I'll be jumping out the fucking window. Be gutted. So Mafia 4, anyone? No, we ain't seen that for a very long time. You know what I mean? I'm laughing at that, because the notion is they ain't hoping hell you're getting that anytime soon. And maybe, you know, I realistically assume someone's going to get fired for that, or they should. That kind of money being lost. I know they can't control every aspect of it, but some of the design flaws and the repeated missions is just crazy for me. Next up is Xbox. Phil Spencer has said that there will be no new Xbox on the shelf every 2 years. In a statement, he said that it does not help, and it's not part of the console business model. Saying that the best customer for him is someone who buys an Xbox One and buys all the games. And that basically makes perfect sense. Let's be honest with you. We don't want to be buying a console every 2 years. I'm pissed off at the PS4 Pro coming out and the Xbox One S, and then you've got fucking Scorpio coming out. What the fuck is going on? I'm barely playing my PS4. I've played about 10, 15 games. Okay, that's my choice because I don't like every single game that gets released. Uncharted and Doom on my next ones. We've got Call of Duty, Battlefield, that's 4 games. Tomb Raider. We've got 7 or 8 games I'm going to be playing that I can really think of off the top of my head, but I need to play because I have a bit of a backlog. But that's just, yeah, I think it's outrageous the fact they're even coming out, especially with Xbox, because they haven't got enough exclusives or even enough for me to warrant buying an Xbox One or an Xbox One S or whatever the hell it is. There isn't enough exclusives, as it were. And I've been told this, but I'm going to be buying one anyway. I want to play Halo. I want to play Gears. I played 1 and 2. So I'm really looking forward to that, in an unboxing in a couple of weeks maybe. But at the same time, you know, the fact that they've been charging people for their online for a very long time, you'd like to think that that money is basically being invested. But if you break it down, based on the fact that if I give them £240 for a console, if I buy 4 games, so let's just pretend Call of Duty, Battlefield 1, that's 2 right there, Tomb Raider and the Halo game, that's £200 at £50 a pop I'm giving them. So obviously any company, or particularly the console generation, they sell the actual hardware and then they make it up on the software. That's the way it works. They must be making a fucking killing on, you know, the software all round, obviously, you know, long term, you know, Sony, Xbox One, obviously, whatever. But my argument would be to simply, Xbox One is, well, you've got all that money coming in from people paying you for years, etc., etc. Where are those exclusives? Why aren't you invested in more exclusives for your console and interesting games? You know what I mean? All you got to do is have a third party company come up and say, we've got a great game like, I don't know, Black, or, you know, some kind of wicked, cool, badass, interesting series, and then you just throw your money at it. That's what you do often enough. You know, you have enough of it the world over. So, you know, and you'll have a great exclusive on your console. That's my question. Where be exclusive, Phil? That's what I'm asking about when it comes to Microsoft and the Xbox One. Next up is Nintendo. Basically, the rumor going around this week is that the death of the Wii U will happen this week. In theory, this is the rumor going on. They're going to be stopping production after about 10 years. Damn, like 10 years? I didn't even know it was out that long. Like, time flew by. Then again, I'm not a Nintendo fan, so it is what it is. Now I assume that there are people who are playing the Wii U, can't wait for this Nintendo Switch to come out. Now I'm starting to understand the hype. If you've been waiting 10 years, but having said that, let's be honest, if you're smart, it weren't like the PS4 option or the Xbox One option wasn't there for you. I'm sure most of you played it. I'm just thinking about someone who just dedicates themselves to the Wii U, you know what I mean? You'll finally be able to have some kind of decent graphics, or better upgraded graphics with the new Zelda games and Mario, etc., etc. So 10 years, rest in peace, the Wii U. But again, that isn't confirmed yet. But that's the rumor going around from several sources on Eurogamer as well, have been told. So it is what it is. Next up is BlizzCon. Now basically that's going on this week, and there is some artwork that's popped up by accident, as it were, on their website of showing necromancers. Basically, it's unclear if it's going to be in a Diablo 3 expansion pack. They often have those games out for quite a while and have lots of expansions, and that's the business model. That's where they make the money up, etc., etc. Or this could be a Diablo 4. It wouldn't surprise me either. It's been out a few years now. Considering the fact that the likes of, what do you call it? Dark Souls 3 had come out, and I thought that was going to go on forever. Like Dark Souls 2 being like the big thing, and then, you know, number 3 coming out, you know, like ages away. You know, that's how they often work, these with their expansion. So it could be one or the other. It might be Diablo 4. It would not surprise me in the way this console generation's going. I know it's primarily a PC game, but I assume they have it on console as well. I don't know, unsure. But basically, that piece of artwork of the Necromancers was taken down pretty fast. But you know, they always do this. Like I said, BlizzCon's happening. That could be a leaked, you know, announcement that they're going to have. Obviously, some of these companies do this on purpose as well to get the hype up. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, that is the end of this week's News Friday. Give this video a like, share your opinion on any of the topics that I've told you this week. Don't forget to check out Razer.com for all your PC gaming headsets and keyboards and stuff like that. My affiliation is in the link in the description below. And share this with your friends. And of course, watch out for that food review. And I will see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the annotations. That will pop up as soon as this video is done. Thank you so much for watching.